So, hello, love. We all are inundated with AI now, which is a new way, relatively new. It hasn't been around that long, but it's taken off like a storm in just about every aspect of our lives. And one of the things that I like to keep emphasizing, and certainly for myself, is the way of being creative and also having imagination and also stepping into something where we're in an artistic way of being, which there are a lot of AI ways of being creative, but it's done very quickly, very fast. But the amazing thing about being creative and being imaginative, have to say that 5 times real fast, but to be imaginative and to be artistic in what it is we do is more than just with a paintbrush or with um, color pencils or whatever that might be that we paint a painting. Now, you all know if you've been following me for any length of time that I'm an artist. I'm also an author of 9 books. I'm creating my 10th book now, and my 10th book is all art and it has calligraphy in it as well. And so none of it is done with anything other than my imagination and my creativity. And I'm excited about publishing it, hopefully by the end of the year. It takes me at least a week to do a drawing, which is over a 2-page version, along with the message that I write on there with my own level of creativity, my own type of calligraphy itself. But it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of imagination. And when I'm doing it, I'm totally in the zone. I'm in the here and now. And I am so focused on um, everything but time and what the expectations of the world around me are. I'm in this place of something that's greater than me, something that is a greater expression of myself. That's what art does. That's what imagination does. That's what creativity does. And so we don't have to, like I said earlier, we don't have to do it just with paints or with markers or with watercolors or oil paintings or whatever. It could be the way that you create a garden. It could be the way that you fix a meal and you make it a very imaginative and colorful and wonderful expression of where you put together the foods that work together and they work. It could be the way you dress. It could be the way that you put yourself out there in the world where it's done with what is unique to you and it creates something within you of which you go out into the world and then you are something even greater still because it's you. It's not something that is created outside yourself, like through AI. Now, there's good ways and important things that AI does. And I can tell you about some of that later. But today it's just about the creativity of what it is we do and to step into that in even greater ways of knowing how amazing you can be and how this serves you in ways that can be of greater purpose, not just for you, but those in your family, in your neighborhood, with your friends, with what it is that you're doing in your life. And it shows up. And you look at someone and you can see that some are called a creative. I am considered to be a creative. I'm also other types of descriptions as well. I could be a gypsy soul or a bohemian. That's kind of who I am and how I do life. And I love it, actually. I love it. So, this is just for you today to step into your own creativity, into your own imagination, and where you say yes to you and try something new. Try some different colors. I mean, the painting behind me was one of the first mandalas that I ever created, and it has the spirals in the middle that go out, and then they outline every leaf. Some people call this a flower, but I just call it like an expression of what life is all about, being that every single section in here is done in different colors, different textures, different shapes, and it all comes together and it all works. That's what we do. That's what we do in our individual way, especially when we're not trying to be something that we are identifying that is not who we are. So step into your imagination, step into the creativity of who you are, step into this artistic way of who you are, and everybody's artistic. So that brings me to a workshop that I'm offering. It's called the Thorns into Roses workshop. And what it is you take like an idea of something that is kind of a thorn, kind of, a challenge. It could be something really extreme. It could be something very simple. But then we do art to soften those edges and art to create it into something different. And by the time we're done with the workshop, you feel differently about that particular situation that you started with. And so that workshop is in about a week and a half. It's on the 15th of this month, August 15th. It's on a Saturday. It's from 11 to 12:30 Mountain Time, and it's all from the comfort of your home. It's through Zoom. And it's $27. So come and join me because this is really kind of my initial way I teach what I do. And I do an I do a lot of wonderful workshops of all kinds of different types of things that incorporate this kind of art. But I will just say to you, this is real simplistic. No matter if you've had work in the art field before, or if you have not been artistic in a way where you really express yourself, come anyway, please. And all you need are paper, some markers, your crayons, colored pencils, an ink pen, and just you can use just regular computer paper, but if you have art paper, that's even better. So check the link below. It'll give you all the information you need, and I'd love to see you there. So sending you all lots of love, and as grandma used to say, love you bunches. Bye for now.